Every day a week sounds like heaven. I don't. Mm. Hmm. Uh, less, less groups. I mean, not by far, not by much. I do need some to fill some more time, but at the same time, just shit's been getting worse. Um, no, 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 not outside the game. Yeah, I had another fucking massive hit to everything with a completely separate site. Like completely, like there's now another aspect of my life is just completely thrown, and I don't see a way out. Huh? Yeah, yeah. Slightly related to, I guess, probably not that much different from uh, something that we had talked about earlier, but just the other way, like the bad way. So I'm yeah, that crap. That all happened less than a week ago. I don't. That's the thing. That's not. It's not work. It's the insurance company from the accident. That sort of stuff. All right, hang on a sec. Hang on.
Zash, has your research turned up anything else on this terrace ghost?
Ni pate ufaro wisandan sware kanidede akja swaluda is.
Figures the old lady isn't around when we need her.
Gininagangan gisat.
I'm sorry, but I need to speak with her.
Anims jay fragibans. Imbate sunjas. Puijangardos way parpana.
You are bound to obey me, monster. Obey.
Ni patay ufaro wisandan sware kanidede.
Thank you. It's such a relief to have use of my faculties. You have no idea how disconcerting it is to be pushed to the recesses of your own consciousness. But you didn't call me here because you missed my company. What is it you need?
You said you knew something about a ghost on Terrace.
Ah, yes. I did manage to sneak in a little extra fact-finding before I lost my bearings. It seems the ghost you're after was once a Sith from Darth Malak's invasion force that destroyed Taras a few hundred years ago. The ghost was one of the Sith left to die during the final bombardment, for some spiteful reason or another. We're all trigger-happy sometimes.
Do you know anything else?
Helios Malus at the Imperial base will be able to tell you more. If he forgets his manners, remind him you're my successor.
Helios... What?
Come, trust.
Forget.
Good now. Very good a shot.
Retrain.
The
Brutal heist.
you learn very
I found.
Okay. You guys get back quick. Excuse me.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Did you guys have a meeting?
Oh shit!
Don't worry, they slept through it. Like,
Oh shit! Oh.
I mean, did you really think people were gonna show?
I totally forgot. And we literally just talked about it before we made this raid.
Wait a minute. How come I can't take the stuff out of the box? Whatever.
I took a snoozer. Oh, you weren't kidding when you said that everybody fell asleep.
No.
Is this an
I have a
op-
question.
Yes.
Okay, no.
How do I avoid doubling up on someone's bomb? Because I am trying to grenade on cooldown, but sometimes it's difficult to decide which.
Always, for sure, like never move from your square very often. So like if a Nylot drops on your square, don't move out of it. Just
Let them get to that. Just joining mainly for some background stuff. I could monologue all day about a lot of stuff, but I prefer bouncing off of things. The other chat that I was previously in, we were talking about personal stuff, and I didn't want to do that to the group. I wanted them to be able to have the freedom to talk about whatever they wanted to. I know one of them one time said something about how they just didn't like being on voice on stream once, so want to stick around in there for too long. But I missed them. I haven't done much with them in a while, so wanted to get back in there and chat for a bit. But when it went to the stuff dealing with my crap, that's when that's when I muted my mic on the stream to update them. Because one of them had a similar issue. Theirs, it seems, was sufficiently addressed. They're happy with things, I think. But mine's the opposite story, so. I had that, yeah.
I found the. Are you?
Sorry, guys. I gotta have to get a drink. Sorry. Did that one. Should have put a break thing up. I should know this. I should know this. This is one of the planets that swaps Republic side and Imperial side. So I actually do know the layout of this on the Imperial side. It's the Republic stuff that I've sort of memorized all of it. I had it memorized of the first couple of years of the game because that was just about all I did. And a lot of that memory really is still here. But the Imperial stuff, not so much. However, Terrace and Balmora, it's the same stuff. It's the same place, same places. So...
Ashara Zavros? I've discovered an item that I believe might be of interest.
What?
The-
I can't be.
You.
Oh, okay.
This.
Yeah. No.
Here.
I don't. Well, no.
It's the right choice.
It feels good. It feels powerful. No, I should never have used the holocron. I can feel its darkness in me. The Jedi won't have me back now. Not after what I've done. What will I do?
Your emotions are a powerful weapon. Embrace them.
The Jedi told me to put my emotions aside. Do they know what this feels like? The darkness feels good. But the Order, the teachings, I don't know. What do you want from me?
I need to see the ghost in the Jedi Enclave.
The ghost! But... no. Of course. I will do as you say. I'll go ahead and prepare the Enclave. Make sure no Jedi are around.
usually spacebar through all this stuff. I don't know if I ever actually watched picking up Shara before on a previous character. This was the last. This was the only story mission that I did not complete way back when. I did not complete it until last year. And it was on a character that I had already leveled up pretty far. So I haven't been doing story mission stuff. I've just been spacebarring everything. And so I thought that Ashara might have been more of, like, there might have been more coercion involved.
Of course.
I'm your man.
Ready when you are.
I will perform according to your exacting specifications, Master.
Trap us? Is that what this is?
Pise ana sisun wisan.
Here you go.
What's the issue?
I seem to have outdone myself, Master. I think you'll be quite pleased.
I saw this before. Oh, now it wants to work. Whatever.
I'm unfollow.
You're gonna miss me.
Excellent. I was just wondering what I could do to please you.
That wasn't too bad. Another one down. That wasn't too bad.
sorry.
We
I still got it.
You killed them! You killed the Masters!
I'm sorry, but they gave me no choice. They attacked me.
You tried to turn me to the dark side, and you have the nerve to claim self-defense? Master Ryan, Master Osera, what have I done? What have I done?
I understand you're upset, but we have a ghost to deal with.
You're right. There is no emotion. There's peace. I guess there's nothing left to do now but summon the ghost.
Child, I thought I told you never to summon me again.
Excellent. Truly remarkable. My lord, you are utterly clever and resourceful. Thank you so much for clearing out the Jedi for us.
If this is what I think it is, know that I don't take kindly to betrayal.
Need to spacebar this character.
I'm sorry it had to end this way, but you were dead, and Darth Thanaton made a better offer. He's made me a lord. Unfortunately, he's also asked that you be executed. My regrets.
Here it comes! Not even a challenge.
Child, what's this bloodshed in my grave? I warned you not to summon me again. I warned you to leave me in peace. To keep your Jedi away from my grave.
Please, I'm sorry. This Sith needed to speak with you.
Your apology is worthless. You must die.
She only summoned you because I asked her to.
What?
I need...
What? I'd fun.
galaxy will continue trembling at your approach if it knows what's good for it, Master. Make
Oh, that was very convenient. I just skipped through that mission real quick so I could accept the summons. I didn't know. I thought I was going to have to go back to Terrace. But it was use my ship's intercom anyway. Very nice. I'm going to wait. No, I'm not going to wait to accept that. But I'm going to swap characters. Just hit personal conquest with that one. So let's go find another one. Let's do her. Wish there was a quicker way to get the nameplates set up correctly. Oh, this one wants to travel to Terrace 2. Fine. She's about a dozen levels behind the other one, but she's level 51. I think Terrace is early enough in the chain. It's 32 to 36? Yeah. So I think we'll just do story here.
Codename Leggett. Who
Sir.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How is you tonight? Thank you for popping in. Hope you pop in. I mean, I could show you the character whenever you want, as long as I'm not in an operation or something. But keep popping in, the better chance you'll see Kate. And Kate got an upgrade. With this last update that they just came out with, they added these certain dyes into the game that made it to where now her entire suit is actually black and shiny, all of it together, instead of it being sort of a dark gray and not too shiny on a lot of it. So she got a bit of an upgrade. Hottie Bay Kate. Hey, you know what? Here we go. Give you a quick peek right here. It's just character select screen. An upgrade, yes. An upgrade, I say. So before, the V-neck part right here, the sleeves, they were all sort of a gray. And didn't have any shininess to them at all. So now this is as close as I can get with getting her movie ready, essentially. So I think that's as close as I can do it. I don't know about the eye color. I gotta look that up. She has blue eyes on the posters. That might be something I need to change. And then I made her a gunslinger also. So her main class, she originally was an operative, but when the game earlier update allowed you to pick a second class, I made her a gunslinger because I thought in the movie, I love it when she fucking dual wields those badass pistols. So she has that in the game. So my character actually does that. So yeah, she's got a blue on a couple of the posters, but I was just wondering, I thought there might have been one thing or one scene or some injection she had or something like that where they gave her white for a while. And you can do that in this game too. They made white Iris as a part of an update.
And then we got timer. And then there was the legendary time when we had 5 minutes left on timer, 3 minutes left in the poll. We're in the phase right before burn, the home stretch, the easiest part. And my internet crapped out. Calfee killed me, aggroed to a healer, dropped a puddle right in mid, they went to burn, and
Crap.
that was, from what I remember, DM was pretty easy to tank. The first 4 fights were kind of boring.
I actually like doing them because I do doubles. So best is kind of fun.
Whenever she drank blood, it was just aggravating. Her eyes would get really bright blue, which is sick. Yes, yes. So Underworld had that blue theme going, and I like that they kind of brought it home. Not really brought it home, but there was the most recent movie, which absolutely set itself up at the end to do another one, and then she's like, I'm done. It didn't do well enough, so they didn't want to try to do another one anytime soon, but it got to a point where she said she was done. But it had that ice setting. And so her eyes against that backdrop was really nice. So those movies had that, they had a lot of blue going on. And Matrix had a lot of green. And then I want to say, I guess for obvious reasons, Blade had a ton of red. Not in all the scenes, but there was a lot of red in Blade. And though all of them were those originally in the 90s movies that just had this dark. There was a lot of leather and stuff, but there was a color. They picked a color to go with it, and that was done very well.
That's what you should is.
Making her eyes red or yellow like they do with most vampires. Is there a reason for that? What? I almost accepted that. Hang on. There we go. Well, I might not have wanted to do that. Why am I supposed to have a scamper or something like that? For you. Triage? I'm not gonna use you. Most of the time it's red or yellow. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if there are some versions of someone's vampires where you just get red eyes. Whether it's because you were on the hunt or otherwise. You started watching Game of Thrones for the first time. It starts good, and then everyone says that it's just don't finish it because yeah, I can't. I can't. I mean, I have a very bad time with TV shows. I'm starting to change that. I am starting to to get used to it in different ways. It's one of the things that I wanted to change about myself. But stacking the deck against trying to give a show a shot is something like Game of Thrones, where you either stop when it's still good, and therefore you don't get the stuff finished out, or you watch it finish out in just a terrible and incredibly, not even unsatisfying, just dissatisfying way. Binge the first 2 seasons. Not get attached to characters. Well, it's not even just just the story. I remember there was an interview that or not an interview, I was watching a video and they showed there was a lot of fanfare surrounding the final season, and they showed a lot of clips of the cast being asked, whether it was at a red carpet or in an interview or on a press tour or something, what they thought of the final season, what they thought of what happened to their character or whatever. There was never a good response. So it's like none of them liked it, and that sucks. That sucks. So it seems that those showrunners, they are very good at adapted work, but do not ask them to create because they are butt at it. So I started. What a good shows always have to get ruined. They don't always. They don't always. What I've heard, but Game of Thrones is just one of them. And I guess it's one of the worst ones. Like, Lost had a really, really good, solid first season because that was what was constructed. That's what it was supposed to be. It's Chloe. And so it falling off after was not a surprise because they just kept making shit up. But there are some shows that just, like, Breaking Bad is a good example of a show that, as far as I understand it, stayed good throughout. And then you've got shows like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones might be the poster child to the point where I'm not even sure I can say, like, I can name another show and tell you it's that. It's exactly that. But something like I heard Dexter ended terribly, and then when they tried to bring it back, it was just like they didn't get it.
I was hoping you'd turn up.
Yes, we're...
Can't talk now.
Vampire Diaries is probably the worst show ending you... Really? I actually did. I was watching it with someone. I actually did watch the first few seasons of that. Unlucky! Hello. Thank you very much for the follow. And there were a lot of things that I hated about it, but I kept at it. I kept wanting to watch it with them and give it a shot, and I probably shared too many opinions about it, but there were a lot of things I didn't like about it. And probably opinions that I had on some of the characters either dying or not dying or getting turned or whatever that might have been not the same as who I was watching it with, but I mean, we're well past a decade at this point. I'm just going to say, just as an example, her brother was annoying as shit. And so I did not miss him. So. You liked it. And then the whole thing, and then it's another one of those shows where the real life affected the show, because the whole thing about the brothers, their dynamic, their personalities and stuff, they just completely fucked all of that up because of a real life romance. And I get it, but they did not execute well at all. So, but I got to see Nina every episode. I liked that. But there were, I don't know, there were good and interesting things to it too. And I go back to that time. Easy. Yeah. She was. She was. Huge fan of hers. In the strictly, you know, the girl on screen way, you know, I was happily with someone at the time.
You left Tosla because I asked. You told your kin to fight for the Republic and be paid in land and weapons. You've done well. But I swore I wouldn't abandon you on that festering pus hole of a world. My chosen bear my message, and I'm coming to Terra soon.
Bargononua, Utatiachanichu, Kuya Maya Stupa.
Interesting.
striking at the servants of...
You...
We get signal...
What?
Julia, I choke...
I said...
This is leg. She has. I'll try. You need.
You?
Not. I'm not.
Where's the entrance button down here? Why did they make this infested area? The base.
What? Still, Peter. Rafe. Should my.
Sleeves on this shirt sit weird. Can't wait to get a monitor solution. So I get the desk back out here and start sitting in that. Really?
Two down. Another one down.
I never my heat.
Only crap in endgame anymore is Nephra and Dash. I don't want to. Interesting place for a quick travel point. I don't know why I'm yawning so much.
I still got it. Not even a challenge.
I should have the
Combat.
Not even a challenge.
This is a chance to
Leg.
How can he?
Like.
sympathy.
Oh, this isn't even... Oh, wait, hang on. This is down here.
Thank you. If you
Clever. But you...
Drakix. Did I get that right? Thank you very much for the follow. Very, very much appreciated.
I still got it.
Or is it Drakix?
Another one down.
This move? Yes.
Finish. Not even a challenge.
Don't move. You have you been? Let me.
Doctor, turn.
She's. Can you know if that? What is it? You want?
yes, Doctor, I am like
We.
thank
You.
I once Doctor
It's your.
one before.
Drakix. Got it. How are you?
Displaying all authorized destinations. Travel route is confirmed.
I am keeping my ear out for an op.
Okay.
Hello.
True.
Yo.
Rilo, we gonna give you content tonight with a raid?
I heard that we're doing Nim Revan tonight.
Sweet.
God's
Dude,
Side,
that's
I wanna see a God.
exclusive. They can't get that anywhere else.
I
in the
see-
prom make raid.
Oh, they changed it? So they changed it again. I thought that was the new raid channel now.
There's like 2 or 3 of them now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
the
I'm
other
confused.
ones-
I'm lost. Yeah, Rilo, I see you on Bell Service. So
It's
we
above though, that one.
need to find you some real content and let's make a raid for your viewers.
How much?
That is no one's responsibility but my own. I was just keeping an ear out.
Yeah, Singa, if you go to the one you were just looking at, if you go above that channel, you'll see it.
So
there's
okay.
the one with all the regular ones with the Revan and shit. And then you go above that one, and you'll see the gods one, and then you'll see Ray explaining what the fuck that channel is.
Oh, it's the prom make raid channel. Okay.
Yes, other.
Yeah.
So.
Is that going to be a full run? I kind of don't
It's
want.
gonna be Sister Sprog.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah, no.
100% Sister Sprog.
I have a Nahut lock on hard mode. We can just go straight into that, maybe clear that, and then maybe clear Skyva. I just need Skyva. That's all I want.
Sisters have to die.
Do you have a Nahut lock out?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, they're fine, that shit.
I'm not doing it. I'll
You're gonna
pass
fuck
it
up
though
my.
if you want.
You're gonna fuck my clears up even more.
What do you have, Singer? You only have Skyva? Only?
Oh, yeah, I have Titan Scotch 16.
You don't have Isaac? How do you not have Isaac? So he did
Isaac's
like...
easy as fuck.
Yeah, I made a 16-man Isaacs a few weeks ago.
I
and we
was
killed it.
busy. Okay.
Oh. See, if you want a tank for Isaacs, you hit me up. We'll fucking kill that shit.
I know. It's crazy to know people.
Par 3.
Yeah, I'll get you all fucking power 3.
You already did.
Part 3 is easy enough.
Done and
Who
done.
is all signed up for this? We just need 2 healers for this fucking hard mode gods.
Yep.
Is it
I've done
16
that.
men? If it's 16 men, I won't go.
It's 16, man.
Yeah, fuck that.
I would do it, but I actually need to work at that time. Or like, the restaurant closes at 11, so there's no way I could be home by then.
What time is it starting?
11 o'clock on
11
Saturday.
Eastern.
11, so that's 10 o'clock here.
What I'm gonna bring.
I can come heal that. What day is it? Tomorrow?
Saturday.
The 6th.
6th.
I think that's the 7th, actually.
That is.
No, it is the 6th.
No, it's 6th.
Is that Saturday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
The 6th is Saturday, yeah.
The channel, which one is that in to sign up on?
Oh,
Is it
shit.
Raid?
I just killed the Life Day gift droid by popping Cloak of Pain.
Wow.
It was like hitting me with a bunch of snowballs, and I'm like, oh, what if I just pop Cloak of Pain and not take damage? And then it reflected and killed it.
I don't think the snowballs it did
Yeah,
damage.
neither did I.
Are they doing NIM DF right now?
Who?
Oh no, I wasn't in Nimrods. Never mind, that was easy. My bad. Where's y'all's little sign-up sheet?
It's not in this Discord. It's an MRC Discord.
Well, yeah. I don't know why we did it here, but we did it here. So.
Oh, what the thing? Everyone just came over here.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw a couple of you in here, so I was like, alright, I guess we're doing VC in here now.
Well, I was gonna tell us
So
to hop over to
16 NIM
Midnight.
EC? She
No,
only
no, no.
shows
I think
Ribbon, NIM, EC, and Milo.
It's
Secret
make,
slowly migrating.
make raid. That's the channel name.
That's the
He has me need make a complaint to Prom when she gets back,
This is
saying
Base Command,
fix
target.
this shit.
I'll make
Consolidate it.
How do I...
16-man hard mode watchdog.
I've hit a lot of the channels. That's probably why I didn't even see that channel because there's just a lot of channels
I
now.
muted the new one. It was the third new one.
I just ignore the whole Discord.
Third new one.
Yeah, it looks like a really passive
The
aggressive.
16 hardman Raven I signed up for.
Passive aggressively.
Yeah, they were like making fun of like I think the stuff people do in game and only one channel. I mean that's what I saw. There was like the fucking Dunch thing and all that there. But
The other ones are all filled, right?
I think so. You can put yourself on the bench. Some people usually don't show up for stuff.
Let's go.
So, if you don't have the intended guild tag for the Discord, because typically 16 mans aren't meant for prog. Does prog happen? Yes, because people can't fucking change colors or do window wiper face.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
fun part,
these are
right?
roll locks too, looks like.
Not even a challenge.
Off the top of your guys' head, do you guys know where the GTN, Legacy Bank, regular bank storage stuff like that is in the Stronghold payout stuff, or is that something you gotta buy?
It's tools, utilities. That's where it'll be. How you acquire it on the fleet, there are droids that you trade these assembled, or not, the little Mark 3 caches and stuff like that for it.
They can only go on the little green squares, though, right?
Yeah, perp.
Pretty sure it's tools and then utilities, or utilities and then tools. I don't know if they. I think they should be able to go on the medium blue ones also.
orbs not have a healing taken thing? Is that only in?
Want to see your healing taken?
I'm curious.
Probably less than Hickory.
I don't know. We took around. I took 1k less damage than he did.
I don't know. I was pumping on both of them. So I was just dumping all my cooldowns.
You guys should have been comfortable, I think, because there was only
We were
one time
five.
that it got sketchy, but then I popped.
They were relatively fine for the most part. It's just
The only
It-
time
it's-
I've
it's like-
felt uncomfortable in a raid getting killed recently, I don't know what was going on, but that council we did, remember that movement?
No,
Singer
no.
that we couldn't kill? Like, it was Prom and Elena healing, and we did kill it eventually, but we had to, like, I completely reformed, and Elena was not pumping enough heals. Like, her intervades were doing, like, 2 to 3k.
Was that a double sword run that you guys
Yes,
did?
it
there?
was.
That's
But,
the-
like-
that's a big problem with healer because you want two different healers for the buff they provide for each other.
Well, because, like, a lot of her abilities were not hitting me very big, and, like, I thought I was gonna die when I was on my PT, and my PT never dies.
I don't know. My crit is pretty low for a sage, and I did fine. That's what's my crit. I need to get out of this damn planet because it's dropping me down to level 30 something. I think my crit is like 4.5 or 4k. I think I hit hard enough as long as I pop everything else on cooldown. It's not gonna hit like a merc. Fucking merc heals for
Dr.
like
Loken.
70k a crit.
Why?
I might.
You.
Then
That.
I.
I. That.
Oh.
Yeah, 4.5.
Throw this gear back in the trash.
Them are 5 ERP. What's going
Holy
on?
shit, a high threat LFG. Finally.
High threat LFG for what?
Just never see the chat active.
It's. It's.
Alright, I'm out of here. GG's, everyone. Take care.
Sorry.
So, did that bus?
Yeah,
is
if
it
you want
supposed to
it,
drop
We found
a token that I could exchange for like a purple piece of gear, or just a blue piece of gear?
Two people only get those tokens. So 2
Ah,
drop,
okay.
and then everyone gets a blue one.
Got you.
Damn.
Dude, I didn't get one, otherwise probably would have gave it to one of y'all. 'cause I
Yeah,
don't
should
need
have
it.
gave it. Whoops.
You can still give it to him.
Hey, move. I need one. Come over here. Give me it.
It's too late.
I don't think you need him anymore if you just have Rakata gear. I don't think it makes
Well,
any
you can push if you're behind still. You can get the 340 and then use a blue token with it to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's faster.
Actually.
If you're smart, basically, if you're just starting out and you don't want to spend so much many resources, you would do that.
Yeah.
Do R4 1 through 3 and maybe 4 if you have a good enough team.
So, move.
I still haven't killed Dom.
Well,
the fact that we didn't have that meeting, and that, why do I feel like LPM is gonna fucking fold? Where's Cypher right now? Oh, she's with her mom.
She's with her mom,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're just waiting on Skater and Gerbil has let us know. Skater, from what I heard last, just had a pretty shitty response to the schedule. So, I don't know.
I guess I don't even know what his response was. I wasn't paying
Oh,
attention.
didn't he mention something like, "Oh, people have a problem staying up late" or something? Like,
The dispatch from Sir. Of course. Go. Look around. Security cameras, gas vents, lockdowns. Your personnel files are here. Everything on your brain. Yeah, if you.
Oh my god, how did we fucking kill that with 13k DPS?
That was the sales.
13. Oh shit. Okay.
All I know, my back hurts. Okay. I almost solo healed that last burn phase. I was so fucked up once.
I just couldn't survive it. I was like so low at that point. I was like, I'm not sure. You know, popping everything.
I was trying. He couldn't keep you alive. I was like, no, I need 1 second. That's literally what I was saying to my man. I need 1 second. I need 1 second.
And the fortunate part is like we have no choice. We have to just sit there and hold it until he hits us with that debuff or starts casting.
Gear is great.
Can't see you. Slice the system while you're down.
We probably could have farmed Gandalf if we had this gear before. Our previous group.
Oh
We could have farmed it actually towards the end.
I'm a little skeptical on actually killing it, having 2 new people, and one of them doing 13k.
I'm just gonna say the other healer felt more new than me.
Which is funny, because Inra, I'm pretty sure, has killed it quite a bit.
Yes.
I mean, it's just an APM thing. It's nothing new. Like, it is what it is.
She was like, "Oh, somebody ran into me." I'm like, "Bit, you could just move, roll."
All right, right.
Roll
Well,
away.
What?
Roll
Ken,
away.
do you have Twitch muted Discord?
I do now. I'm not the one who. It's not about the stream environment or anything. It's just, are people saying something that they don't want out there? It's more that stuff. It's not for me. It's for you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm just trying to make you. I haven't been able to do it very much because of.
Power reserves low. One.
The turret, clear under you. Don't fucking move at all.
And just shoot the boss the whole time.
Yep.
Power reserves.
That's what we told her to do.
No.
This is what.
Cypher.
I'm all
good. We.
I understand.
Right, if that's what
So,
you're trying to do.
so you think I need more alacrity and less crit?
From the builds that I've been seeing for classes that get 5% alacrity, yes, you want to go for the 1.3.
So, because if I go to Gimme Rage, I mean DPS ain't my main specs. This has always been a struggle for me. Like if I go to the Arsenal / Gunnery and Gimme Rage.
What you should just do is look at the Parsley Parse. Look at the GCD window they have on Parsley Parse. If you see 1.3, they're going for the 3300.
Oh, no, it's not the same. You guys are talking about different things. What Meow was just talking about, I'm pretty sure, is like what Lightning does. Where you're more related to Carnage. You want less alacrity because you're going to hit it anyway, from what I've seen.
They are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like Carnage. So if you're Arsenal, you want like 11 something because you're wasting
sure
stats.
12 or something, yeah.
Because you're gonna
unless the theory crafters are liars. Let's see what the theory crafter people say to me.
Sing it. Accept that. Where are you at right now?
That's if you're going for 1.4.
My stronghold, why?
Oh, can you meet me on the flagship? Can you kind of inspect it?
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so on theory crafter, was this updated? No, it wasn't.
So the old threshold. There's a chart I can post it. But there is 3% boost is what they are. So that would be your
What GCD do you fucking want? It's as simple as that. You pick it, find out GCD, and then you go for it. That's it. Like it's not that like it's not even complicated. Just if you want a 1, you have a lower threshold for 1.4, so you could put those stats elsewhere, like Carnage does, from what I'm seeing. So you could if you're sticking with 1.4, which I'm assuming is probably what most people do. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's like Carnage, where people are just like they're not going for 1.3. Pretty sure they're just taking advantage that you need less for 1.4, and they dump it into either more crit and maybe a little bit more like.
Yeah, so if you're going to try to 1.3 as Arsenal, it's not worth it because you need 40/21 alacrity.
Yeah.
So can you inspect me? Tell me what I should like try and fix.
Here, I have a spreadsheet. I'm not sure if it helps anybody. I'm gonna put it in the Nimrod general chat. This is what I usually just look at whenever I need a question answered.
Is your accuracy a bit low? What's the accuracy threshold?
Accuracy right now for percentage is 109.81%.
You need to do what's your build? Let's see.
Wait, how are you confused if it tells you what alacrity to use in the Gimme Raids?
Because
that's the guide you're using, right?
Let me find the Discord.
Because they're going for 1.3.
Like
and Gimme.
it says their alacrity is 1123 to 1500 due to alacrity bonus. And accuracy is 2694 for 110%.
Yes.
And my alacrity that shows on my details is 2534.
So you're over that. You should take less of that off and
take two alacrity pieces off and just run 2 more crit. You should be fixed. You already have alacrity from your overcharge cells, so you just need to keep that 1 piece. That should get you over 1200. It's more than enough. And then you need 2 crit pieces. You need a crit piece.
Yeah.
The rest, whatever.
You need one crit piece?
No, you will need. How many alacrity pieces are you running right now? It looks like you're running 3 or 4.
Because I have all the 344 Ricotta Bolt Blaster in at the moment.
So then Arsenal just runs 1254, if I'm understanding.
Just run a green earpiece and then replace the other alacrity pieces. Well, no, wait a minute. Your gun's alacrity. Just replace all your alacrity pieces besides your implant, which you can't, and your offhand, because you can't. All is a crit. That's all you gotta do. That's gonna fix you.
So my offhand needs to be in a critical piece.
No, it's already alacrity. You can't change that. So
Yeah, your offhand
offhands are fixed to alacrity, and your implant you're already using is alacrity too. So that will cover your alacrity, and then whatever other alacrity pieces you have, like your helmet. What else you got on here? Your helmet and your boots. That's gotta be crit. I would just switch those to crit.
How do I do that?
You need to get more gear.
If you want crit for those, you need. What does this guy say? The fudge.
For crit gear, so there's like a chart for that too. I fucking hate this game.
Force healer gives crit head.
What about Merc? Because that's a Merc.
Merc Mender gives force critical head piece.
So when I'm on my Merc or PT classes and I'm doing a Nim raid, I should have expect healer.
So Luke heals. Yep.
No, for medtech you'll get boots. For the headpiece, I'm trying to look. Judging by this, the only one that gives headpiece is Mender. Who the heck? What is Mender?
Mender, operative.
Okay, then yeah, force healer and operative healers gives critical headpiece.
Just keep in mind it doesn't matter. Like even if it's a force piece, you can still wear it as a tech player. Yep. Tech cloth. So.
Victory.
But yeah, that's all you gotta do is fix it, and then your accuracy needs to get fixed. You need to probably.
One more accuracy, Og?
Yeah, because you're running purples.
And I love how expensive gold dogs are.
That's not his main thing, so I understand why he's using purples.
No, I know. Trust me. I look at the price of gold dogs and I was like, I'm gonna cry right now. All my money going down the drain.
You know what else I feel like is starting to become a sale run?
What?
Duxon.
Can you?
Vac.
She's always been a sales run. What do you mean?
Who's back?
Like, I swear, she's been getting clears like no tomorrow, and she's been running with ordnance people constantly.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean she's a great player. She's an okay player.
If you become social, you get carried. Go get social.
Yes, she's very social.
Yeah, you're ready, sugar. Do that.
Go get a sugar mama. All right, I already got a sugar dad and a sugar mama. Where you at?
Oh my god.
Always a pleasure, Master. I hope you're having an excellent day and feel no desire to.
Code. Master
See, Moof is just a solo player. He roams around the world, follow his little map markers, collecting nodes. He's being a good little farmer, following his little pin. He's following the pin markers on the map.
It's a Chinese bot farmer.
Yeah. You see me in the fucking hometown. Hey guys, what gear do I need to get for endgame beginning?
I'll do the job. If you're holding
Wait, who hasn't filled out the schedule now? Because we could just narrow this down. It'd be easy.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. Singa hasn't filled out his schedule.
I filled it out
there's
before
only
I
one. Like him and one other person. I think maybe
Ray and Danielle.
Alright,
Well,
let's do this.
Danielle's flexible, isn't she?
Hikwi is here. I'm here. Ray did his thing. Prom says she's flexible, I guess, and she said whatever. So it's Skater and Gerbil, right? And then we don't have. We're missing a DPS.
Not to sound toxic, but I probably schedule around Gerbil
Yeah, absolutely.
more so than
I mean, out of everyone else, yes.
Just make move tank. Problem solved.
No, I'll be there.
Think we'd lose it
More
faster.
prog. No, he won't.
You just have to yell at me like Moonman.
Moonman joined the server, I saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it- a lot of
Yeah.
people are joining the server. I'm surprised. I'm like, who are inviting these guys here?
We don't even run that much SWTOR stuff over here right now.
Yeah, I want to run a Legacy in, but I'm just nervous on the signups because it's a free for all technically, which means
Make a
I'm
raid,
gonna have to call people out if they're sandbagging.
Did Ava, Thuma, and Novus and Dubu become part of the officers club in Midnight?
Don't know.
Satellites
Like the past 2 weeks, I probably.
Didn't even know Novus was active. I'm quite shocked, actually.
Give me.
Look. Yes, equip.
He's not active in MRC though, isn't he? Isn't he? He plays with like Zephyr's team. Is that what you guys were saying? Oh, it's funny. I didn't think about that.
Your advice spoils.
Hickley, are you still watching?
Yes.
I have a filter that I put on the game through OBS specifically for the outside on Hoth.
Oh god.
What do you mean?
So it's just so it's easier for people to watch.
You are using no, using OBS. Never mind. I was about to say, using Reshade. Reshade will actually make it darker.
I don't know what
I use
Reshade is.
OBS.
All right, time to be a degenerate. Let's get some levels going.
True.
The never-ending level game.
And you're not wrong about
Reshade.
that.
I mean, it's taking advantage of double XP. Like, double XP or whatever is rewarding, like very rewarding in this game. If you take advantage of it, like, pretty much are set to do whatever you want after that.
Oh, I need to spend
All your
tech
ults
crack,
will do
so.
it for you. Like, I'm about to have every class. And then the gear sets you just swap around, so it's the nice thing. Like, then you just worry about gear. Alright, so tomorrow we attack Gerbil and Skater. And then work around Gerbil's schedule.
I'd rather have an extra 2 nights off so I can just focus on my God's team.
Okay, toxic. You don't think that team's going to God's Hickory? Come on.
Dude, that team probably won't even kill the first fucking trash.
What the fuck?
Just kidding. I think they can kill the trash. But I'm gonna be real. I'm not really in the mood to prog it that fucking hard.
What do you mean? There's nothing to prog. It's easy.
What difficulty?
My God's team just killed Tithe last week.
I want to get
just
another
wanna-
Nightmare Ducks.
Have you killed Apex yet?
No,
You been to Apex?
Nightmare, no. I'm in my
That one
first
is
prog
Ducks.
group for it.
Oh, what boss you guys on?
We've killed Red a couple times. We have not. I don't think we've got the first pens down yet.
I feel like Encounter is easier than Red.
I feel like my team memes on Red more. Like, I was so much better at Trandos and Hotmaster when we killed those than fucking Red. I don't understand.
So Red, for us, we did kill it, and then, but we didn't. We wanted to. We thought it was going to be easy to do it again. Took 3 more weeks before we finally got it again.
Do you guys 2-tank it or solo tank it?
I don't know what they do. I don't think it is a 2-tank, but they do have someone taunting for something.
For the bull.
For the bull, yeah.
Are you on Satil for this?
Yeah. It's the Wednesday, Friday morning run.
Alright, I'm back.
Hello,
Time
Tim.
to do random stuff.
Is Twitch your full-time job?
Fuck no. I don't make it. No. No one gets full-time Twitch off.
Swotor.
5 viewers. Or, yeah, well, Rista, but she runs a
I'ma
website.
I'm gonna be the next ninja.
Good luck, Hickory.
That would require you to play some kids games.
Play some Fortnite. So what do you do then, Rilo? You look like a
That is
construction guy.
that's a story that had a very bad turn last week, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Prostitution.
Alright.
I mean,
It's okay. I don't judge. I will do it too.
if I can work from home, I mean that seems like it might be worth it.
Fair enough.
Good substitution while I'm in the middle of this bullshit that I have going on. So, how long have I played Star Wars? I played for a few years when it first came out, and then I've been back for going on 2 years. Triple.
I feel that right now. I'm going through some bullshit at work too, and lay off because of the cold winter, snowy seasons. It's kind of a pain in the ass right now. So I'm kind of like, do I go back in the spring, or do I just find a new job and change careers?
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm 26. I still don't know what the fuck I want to do.
Look at that pipe in winter. What do you mean?
I live in Minnesota.
Yeah, what the fuck does it
Don't
get
be a
fucking
pool
shovel.
cleaner in Minnesota.
Get some fucking shovel, get some fucking salt, and go lay some pipe.
What do you do, Moof?
No.
Fucking-
Trying to learn how to read.
So not English teacher.
No, no.
No, it's far worse. It's a physics major.
Are you actually?
What do you mean?
Are you actually a physics major?
She's gonna make a nuke.
Alright, whoa, whoa! You fucking swatted? What the fuck? This current climate?
FBI, we're joking, please.
Bro, come on, man.
God, the man is streaming.
Yeah, and like, oh, you heard that? And fucking find out.
FBI's coming.
Oh my god.
Like, look, I don't know the guy.
Oh my god.
It's just my stream.
I just work here.
I just do stuff online. Sometimes drinking's involved. Highest DPS class is a bit of a... It's a multifaceted question, I think is how I would put that.
Hatred. So,
Hatred and Serenity are the highest DPS on a dummy, but very few fights are against dummies. So, no, don't listen to Hikwi. Don't pay attention to chat right now. Just me. Just eyes up at the camera. Oh, eyes over here.
I'm the captain of the ship.
Did you say Arsenal?
Yeah.
Why would you fucking say Arsenal? You ruined this person's
We all
career.
know it's lightning, okay?
So there are different, but there are different fights. I mean, like for example, the two specs that I know on DPS the most are Watchman and Saboteur, and they're great. They do really good numbers until you get to certain fights where the boss moves or you're swapping targets, and then you're not useless, but you are fucked compared to some other classes. So it's a very multifaceted question. You will not have trouble being in groups if you do go with Hatred and Serenity, though, so I will say that. This is different than the age-old days of, like, 2013, where you could get the highest parse in the world with the fucking Smuggler role, but no one was playing Smuggler and Ops because it was a dummy trick, so...
A lot of dummy tricks are actually a thing.
Whoa!
They parse, so it
What
doesn't
do
really
you
fucking
mean?
matter.
Which smuggler? Which operative?
Way back, the
Oh,
role where they would leave a bunch of grenades, they would parse the dummy like that. So you were doing, I don't remember what it was like, but it was like, they had to separate the class because they were essentially doing like an extra 30-40% DPS on the dummy.
Because they were cheating on the dummy. Just like everyone who parses on the dummy, mostly for the top parts cheating.
There's a look.
And pretty much the only fight that you could do, but as far as the actual end game goes, the only fight that you could bring that out and do it on was like maybe dash, depending on what if the tank would play with you. And that was about it.
Oh boy. Gotta do my crafting before I forget. Gotta feed my horse before I forget.
We speak Empire.
So, yeah, just overall, you're not gonna find too many classes where you're just not gonna you're gonna get asked to swap. I know that people will shit on marksman, but I don't actually know why. And then there are other classes like Fury. Don't play that.
Don't play that.
There are a lot of classes right now, but there are a lot of classes that are viable. So
See now, you have that good Fury part, so you gotta share that.
when you're looking at
Very viable.
Look, move.
I'm not saying there aren't people who can make those classes work for them, but
Just play Deception. Deception out.
oh, please speak Empire. See, that's the thing. I don't speak much Empire, and it's not by design.
Koosh. Koosh, we need to get Koosh. Come
I
say that
mean,
again.
I'll send him the logs of our DMs and me out DPSing people on Deception. So I don't know, superior spec.
I don't think he cares about that. He just cares that he was getting fucking
Well,
chucked around
they
by
patched
monsters.
it.
Annihilation and Engineering are the two specs that I know, and I do a lot of fights on them, and they're fine. For Sorcerer ranged, both of those DPS classes are actually doable, but it again fight dependent. Pyrotech, I think, is still very popular, especially when you go up into things like the hardest shit in the game, where that is still desired and almost expected for a lot of the fights. So that's not a bad thing to do. There's one of the Juggernaut classes, but I'm trying to not have everyone in the game be
I like you.
brain dead idiots. But there's one of those if you want. And I'm not saying everyone that does it is brain dead idiots. I'm just saying there's a subset. But it's just one of those blah blah classes. And hey, I get a new set of gear. I get half of a new set of gear. There are I honestly couldn't even tell you what all of the ones. Hatred and Serenity are, again, they're the top dummy parse, and they're also generally really good in ops. Deception is not so bad. Lightning's okay, yeah. I think Lightning, if that's the one that I was doing on... Was it Madness? No, that's the other one. One of the classes, what I was doing on Sage, because actually it was on the Imperial side, but it was a Sage. And there was one of them where you start the fight off with Vanquish, I think, with a precasted Vanquish. And you just pull. You just pull at the beginning of the fight. You end up doing a very, very front-loaded threat dump, or threat thing. No. Annihilation and Engineering are the two that I play, and they both do well in a lot of fights. They also both suck in a couple fights, but they don't suck so much that you just can't use them. It's just that you're not going to be top parse in them. The main fight I'm thinking of for that is Nightmare Brontis, because that burn phase just kills both of those specs big time. IO mark? I don't know. It has the top parse. I think it still has the top parse on the first fight in R4 hard mode, but that's not really a claim to fame, really. So I don't know about that one. Kind of boring. Watchmen isn't anymore. Watchmen is not boring anymore. There's a lot of paying attention. Some fights, like in a dummy parse, it's not interesting, but very few fights are like that. And so it becomes about watching your stacks. And it's not like, for example, engineering. Engineering is just a straight 5 buttons. The first 2 buttons are the same, 3 other buttons. Row 1, row 2. Row 1, row 2. Very, very, very little deviation from that. You just use a snipe instead of an orbital when orbital's on cooldown. And then after that, it's execute phase. And that's just one more change to keep in mind. That one is a largely brainless rotation. In fact, it's so much so that someone was asking me how you play it, and so on stream, a couple streams ago, I was like, fuck it, I'll just show you. I will do the rotation. I will click the buttons to show you what the rotation is. And with having even though the top gear right now is 344, I had a 340 blue main hand, and I was still only something like 1400 DPS below the top parse. First try, no adrenals, or maybe there was an adrenal? Thank you very much for the follow. Just doing the parse. And so I was like, wait a minute. So I grabbed a couple of adrenals out of the bay, went and got the 344 purple main hand, and because I had some Ricotta Blaster drops that I had already on my healer class that were just sitting in there, and they were the right stat. And I just did 2 pulls because that that character did not have biochem, so I was burning through those adrenals. And 2 pulls, and now I'm on the leaderboard, less than 400 below the top parse. There's no deviations for it. There are little small things I could have done, and I'm sure criticals accounted for some of it. Oops, sorry guys. But Saboteur is absolutely that simple. It's not why I picked it. Didn't think it was like that. I just kind of like how the class seemed to be what it was built around. But now that I know what Virulence is built around, that's basically Watchmen. Except I don't have to worry about them moving so much, so I'm going to learn Virulence next. Virulence is good too, but again, dependent on the fight. Some of the fights, it sucks. Virulence has the same Watchmen, or I'm sorry, Annihilation wind-up time on a swap target. So it's a lot better with the moving target, but it still has the same wind-up. But it does better than Engineering on Brontis Burn, because Engineering, you've got 2 moves that do a lot of damage, and that other things play, and one of them, other things play off of it. But they need to be right there. She needs to be in your green circles. And she doesn't stay in your green circles, man. She doesn't give a shit. Why do you freeze a Talls? Why is that a thing?
Not even a challenge.
Well, I mean, I'm sure all that's changed by now, though. As far as the rotation now, these days. Engineering, yeah. So I'm going to learn Virulence, and I'm going to have... and that's going to be good. I want to be able to swap back and forth on the specs on the 2, because that was... What's weird is that I know Watchmen really well on a Sentinel, and I know Engineering very well on a Gunslinger. 2 classes that have 3 damage dealing specs, and I only know 1. But for Sage, I learned both. And I'm not good enough on either of them for nightmare stuff. I was doing cannot wing farm easily enough, but that's not. What does that get me? Vengeance, I think, is the one that everyone is doing right now, just because it's a brain dead, just button, and you do a ton of damage. And then if there is even one more, like an ad on the side or something like that, now you're top parse. Because you're just smashing. And whereas other classes, other flavor of the month classes seem, throughout the years, as far as I was exposed, were very self-aware about the fact that they were flavor of the month classes. Vengeance Jugs just seem to think they're that good. Like, they're just that much better than everyone else. And no, that's not why you got those parses. I can understand the trade-off, but the thing is they don't balance the boss fights around the same way. If every boss fight was moving, then yes, but they don't all move. And nor would I want them to. That's not how... That restricts creativity on the part of the encounter designers. And that's not all the people who play Vengeance Jug. There's just a small subset that don't really get it. Engineering can do a lot of damage. Engineering can do great. And that's another one that just, I guess, like Vengeance Jug, it just benefits when there are others around. But engineering is just worse. Vengeance Jug, if your target moves, big fucking deal. You're moving with it. Engineering is different. You have to... I was just doing it last night on Nahut, as an example. I needed to plan ahead on that phase 1 where I was placing my circles, and I knew that they weren't going to stay in there anyway. Bestia is another fight where I actually have a lot of trouble getting good damage on that, because the main things that you want to hit, not the larva are generally going to go to someone else anyway. It has to do with the boss, who herself doesn't get moved too much, but the Varanticus, those fuckers throw their tanks. So when they throw the tank, now you're somewhere, now they're not going to be in the green circle when you get that finished up. So, and it happens always at the most inconvenient time, it just does. So if there was a little bit more stacking up, or your other DPS, which is probably possible now, was just fucking insane, and you were able to either tunnel on, throw a couple extra area moves over on the doubles tank, or food crate ordnance cache. There are probably tricks to doing really well in that fight, but if you do what I do, I'm looking for the tentacle, I'm doing what I can to focus down the monster on the singles tank, I'm trying to do that sort of stuff. Trying to do your job and also do high DPS on engineering, I was not enjoying it. not going to say that there's not some trick to doing it better, but I did not find it before I stopped. Or I just haven't found it yet. Food crate, please. Half a year ago. Ah, so you've played it recently enough. It has not changed. It is absolutely one of the boring specs. But I'm okay with that sometimes, and that's another thing. That's another aspect of what I play and what I enjoy. Does get affected by the fact that I stream. So right now, leveling good. I can catch up on chat, keep up with chat, and we're just filling dead space now. Engineering is a good spec for that. So it's not strictly a negative. Where do the Talls keep their food? I need a food crate. Where is a food crate? Further back here. Okay.
The Talls.
No. I'll just.
Okay, we're poaching players. Easy.
Oh man, it's poaching.
We got much of the same players in this Discord, and that.
Those are two good classes. You will not be out of... In fact, Annihilation is desired in some fights. So you will not be short on ops if you do it.
The community is becoming smaller and smaller to the point where everyone is blending into all the same Discords.
Yep.
Like with Shepard and people like that, like they're not even hiding anymore because they can't. Like people, even what's his name, Zooms was like, "Where are you raiding at that time?" And someone was like, "Oh, MRC or something else." Like, really, there's not many places to raid.
Level 13.
Swamp.
And once you get here, we'll go to our zombie location.
You see a fucking tank? I need to pick a day. I want to schedule an event on here in the tank. I'm just a little hesitant because I'm afraid of the sign-ups.
Not even a challenge.
We don't have any proper
Yo,
rules too. We just
I'll
have...
sign up right away, buddy. I got you.
Sure.
We don't have any of those special roles that people have. We just have everyone's a raider. And...
Yeah, which I don't really mind being, I mean, not an asshole, but being direct to someone and be like, yeah, this is not cutting it. You gotta replace here.
Just do it. Be the toxicity the community needs.
Okay.
No, it's me being an
Fuck
idiot.
that,
So
but,
I
yeah,
can.
that's the only thing, because then it comes down to
I have a
that,
thing
so
in
if you hit
OBS
someone-
where I have a
When I mention
filter
it in the
going
thing, I'll
on
just do the same thing I did in
for the
Trauma.
screen
Just
to.
fucking, as long as you mention it.
I drop the
It's fair
gamma
game
down
to
a
get called out
bunch,
for
the
it.
contrast down, saturation weight
Talk about Mr.
for
4K
hot
damage.
when I'm upstairs. But then I keep
I'm not sure
forgetting
what
to
that
look
dude was
over
doing.
and
He
see
was
that I have
just
that set
running
up
around, having a good old
when
time.
I go underground, so it fucks it up. So thank you for saying something.
Exactly what you said, having a good time.
But these guys in chat,
I will say,
in,
though, I don't
voice,
think, did he die?
they just told me
to the
about a thing
fucking
called
spikes in the
Resolve
ground?
or something like that that I hadn't
Yeah,
heard
he
about
did.
before.
He
I'm
died
very
many
interested.
times to that shit.
No, never mind then. A lot of people do for whatever reason.
This class is gonna make me a bad DPS player.
No, it's hatred. It's ESO's hatred, I think. Like, it's you apply the
Worse than hatred. It's worse than that.
No, you haven't even got an end game with it yet. You have to get to, like, you have to parse.
I'm just looking at one ability, and I see why people use this one
It's
ability.
Yeah, but if you run out those whatever fucking crux things, like,
Oh yeah, but still, it's
it's not
fun.
gonna help you. Like, yeah, if you're strictly parsing
It's
on
not
something, sure. But if you want to do other things, like
that it's
you want those cruxes, like
disappeared.
using all your
It's not
TAs.
preferred.
So
There
they
are
want
some
to
fights
save
where
one
you
for,
want
you
it.
know,
So
doing
Calpheus is a
shit.
good example of if you bring an Annihilation
You
Marauder
want to bust all your
to
TAs at once.
Dread Palace,
Then you're over there fucking.
You
lost
will-
over there using rifle shot like a fool.
you will do well for several of
Everyone's
those
laughing
fights.
at you, like,
But
"Ah,
if you
got
get
no
assigned to be
TAs,
Orb
wasted his
on
stim boost on an opener.
Calpheus,
Fucking weenie.
you better hope that your partner is fucking nuts and does incredibly well on what they are playing. So that's Carnage is not bad to learn, and I am not someone who can swap. I do not have that the ability to swap to Carnage. I haven't learned it. So
Red Velvet Pop Tarts, what a name.
Damn.
Sounds really good right now, actually.
Yeah, I had, like, a long time ago, Red Velvet ice cream from a random store. That shit was crazy.
Oh,
It had, like,
I need to
chunks
get
of,
some
like,
ice cream.
It had, like, graham cracker in it, too. So it's like, I don't know, it was a velvet cheesecake graham cracker, like, ice cream. And my mind was fucking blown.
Red Velvet ice cream.
Yeah, it was like a red velvet cheesecake ice cream. It was fucking weird. It was weird, but it was like the best thing. All I know is that graham cracker was just the fucking best thing ever.
I'm trying to Google this
I
now
wanted
because
it.
now this is probably what I'm gonna end up getting tomorrow. I don't need it, but I want it.
I don't know if it was red velvet. I think it was though. It was either that or like cherry. No, it was red. They said red.
Lightning was your favorite.
It is my favorite.
Well, it is also Triple's favorite in chat. So
What, Lightning?
yeah.
It's a fun class.
When I learned both of them, they both were pretty much just rotation, though. They weren't very different from engineering. Is that right?
I don't know. I think Lightning is a little bit more dynamic. That's just me. What do I know?
Trying to find it. I remember I didn't get it. Oh, here it goes.
I need somebody.
I didn't get it. I tried someone else's, and I was like, "All right, I'm out. I'll be right back. I gotta go back and get it."
Get what?
Red Velvet.
A red velvet ice cream.
Cake, cheesecake thing. It sounds fucking amazing. There's a lot of noobs in fucking Worldly World I'm leaving.
Hold, harp hold. I need to be there. Teleportation. Is he doing
Yeah,
the
I
farm?
think it was that one.
Oh yeah, he's definitely doing the farm I'm doing.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be easy to find. Let's go.
Yeah, it was in like a regular ass store, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm gonna like that." And then, and then I tried it. And I was like, "All right, well, you know what? Like, all right."
What level do you get the fucking horse?
Also, I do apologize, Triple. I should have asked more about your experience and knowledge before going in, because I feel like I was kind of... I don't know why your question about how long I've been playing threw me off. It's just a good question. There's no problem with that, and that's not anything that implies that you yourself have not been playing for long. So I should have asked you first, because then I could have shorthanded a lot of my explanations. So I don't know why I thought you were new. I'm very much... I apologize about that. Okay. So, the other character hit Conquest, and I swapped characters, and now this character is on the same planet.
Affected by SOTOR raids.
Good old Canoff.
You got something out of it for some people, okay?
And giving back to the community.
Oh yeah, I'm happy. Once he says he wants to do
Chivo?
raid, I jump straight back on Guild Wars.
Special Chivo? Come on. It's fantastic. Merry Christmas.
The 9-minute poll. That's one thing I don't like about Canoff, though, the long ass fight.
Yeah, that was a hefty pull.
Canoff is long, and so is the hallway.
Yeah, honestly, it was for what we had there, with the amount of people that like are new-ish and like either have not done it at all either. Like that went as well, I think, as it could have probably gone.
I'm in the sweatshop. Let's go.
Nice.
Alright.
Took 15k heals. That is, Holy shit! Almost 16.
From who was the majority of them?
Yeah, I definitely should have asked you first.
I'm looking in Star Force right now.
But hey, now I'm not gonna get stuck on this one. I'm not gonna wonder where the stuff's at.
I don't know how to get that metric. Healing. Is it healing ton?
Me and that Mara. Fucking keeping you alive.
Yeah, Azure Absorb. We did 47% of the healing that fight. Mialas? Yep.
If I did 40%, that means she did the majority of it now. Or the Mara's were doing like...
You did 47.3, she did 29.1, moved to 11.3, and the other Mara did 9.1.
Oh my god. That was okay, I was juicing. On you, that was just on you though, right?
Yeah, me and Hikui, you were just healing me and Hikui.
And that's not counting my, and that was not counting my shields because that was also shielding you guys
I
pretty
got your
much.
shields too. In the Star Wars, if you go to healing taken, yeah.
Okay. I'm not. I wasn't sure when you read it for specifically that person. Oh, that's crazy. 46%.
About 47.1, yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
That fight for some reason we just take a lot of damage. It's just dumb.
Oh no, yeah, you guys were fucking getting chunked because like bursting. Like it's like okay, we have breathing room. Then suddenly, oh okay, back to mashing my buttons. Back to mashing the keyboard. Oh. Let's see, breaking gear.
Who is going to get bullied today? Is it going to be me or someone on the other team? I was getting bullied last night
Pretty
by the fucking
much.
Soul Beast. It was
Pretty
not a good
much.
time.
It's back
like,
to
they
that
were just
crap.
chasing
It
me,
used
I
to
couldn't do shit
be
about it.
if you wanted. I mean, I can't say what it was before was any better because before getting the top tier, the 340
Okay. Oh my
tier,
god, there's a thing up in the sky.
you only got
I
that
don't
by
know.
doing
There
hard
was a,
R4, which was not actually the hardest op in the game.
Elementalist. I don't know what he was, but he
So-
wasn't doing anything, and I was just killing him.
Now, I still don't like the whole Nefer
Looking
dash
for a
room spam
master.
bullshit, but you end up
Thought it
getting.
was.
You need to get up to having 340. Well, you can get whatever level Rakata you want, and then you upgrade from there. But 340 is the highest that will just that you can get the other gear to, and then you start to get Rakata 340s to drop,
World v World's kind of trash right now.
and you upgrade a couple
I've
times
jumped
from
off
there,
and clipped myself on cliffs already.
and that brings you to
a couple times.
344, and you're
Funny
done.
if everyone was doing that shit.
Yeah, everyone was doing that actually.
Looking like those birds that fucking.
Fall
do
out of
that
the
shit,
sky.
yeah.
Yeah, like,
Good.
I
Yeah,
think one
people
of
are
the
doing
first things that happened, they
Nefra
got disabled
and
no one really knew. It was like a
Dash
commander let them off a hill,
all the time.
a cliff, and they couldn't release their fucking gliders.
And it's the kind of environment right now where, on both
I feel like I'm
sides,
gonna play the
both
story.
servers,
Well,
doesn't matter.
I have
if
this
you
game
have
for a
10
while.
tanks
I just need to
sitting on the
passively
side,
play it.
you are in high
Nice
demand
play.
and might as well just start charging
Yeah,
for
so-
your services, especially
The story's
past
really good here.
Friday.
Like, it's,
And I'm not saying
ESL, Elder Scrolls.
broadsword. I'm
has
not
pretty
saying that
good lore.
seriously.
Yeah, I was
Just
gonna-
saying.
I was gonna probably make one of my. I'm gonna
There should be
eventually choose
favors
one
in
character to be
game
my story
for,
character. I'm not sure which one, but I will.
what is essentially a people putting
Anyone
together
available to a few
a
BRP
role
ones
in
trying to
need
level?
is essentially
That's
what
you.
and that is rewarded in the game. That is something that Group Finder does
Who the
reward
fuck is
with
that?
role and need type stuff. So I'm just talking about something like that.
Alright, how do
But just for the
I-
groups that get set up.
You can't wait for Xandar to carry us? Is Xandar not good enough for you?
Hell no.
How the fuck do I... I'm trying to fucking get him right now. I gotta do shitty quests every time. Some of the necromancer abilities are cool. I'll be so pissed if I get it and it's just like, summon skeleton, here you go.
Oh, I found my target to bully. It's a staff thief. Oh man.
Bully that man's. The fuck is this, a tomb shell?
I don't know what these birds are.
Birds. You're hitting all the guild chats.
I know what you're talking about.
Desperate.
Got a min max, man.
Farm the lead. Oh, it's lead, not lead. I really am literally holy shit.
Dude.
Lar.
Triple.
Oh, fuck, I'm hitting everything.
I can't
right
pay
now.
you. I can't pay myself. I'm not even fucking doing groceries right now. But someone's paying attention to my stream, not me, and I appreciate it. If it was a little bit over here, if I could just have it sitting on top of the game and just do this back and forth thing. I'm gonna look into this Resolve program that people were talking
You said
about.
ERP
Yeah, right? Sounded like you said ERP runs.
ERP.
Because if that thing kind of does it without me, like it auto does it, might be very interesting. That might be a very interesting, and that might make it a very interesting stream to look at because I know that a lot of
You're looking for
people
a master crafter.
they do
He's
as
looking for a
little of
master
talk
always.
as
Yeah.
possible because it just bother their eyes, and I don't want to do that to viewers. So try to be nice, and I'm screwing my stream up and making it less
Murdering
enjoyable
people.
to watch. And I don't want to do that. That's not why I'm streaming. I'm streaming
pull
to
up with
suck
my
and stream,
scoundrel.
or to make things
All these are
unpleasant
classes I
for
can
viewers.
fight 1v1 comfortably.
I don't know there that you have to be worried about. Yeah, I need a cool follow. I need more pets to follow me.
How do I get to this hammer?
What the fuck is this horse bar? Where's the horse health?
There's a Lara. I lose. What you did to me. These guys are playing something with horses. I don't know what it is.
Playing ESO.
I'm on Elder Scrolls looking for a master, and he's looking for ERP.
Hold up, hold it. Don't spread the fake news now.
Go to
ERP
Fleet with a
run.
dance party, man. They don't have a fleet.
Damn, everyone's looking for carry runs out here. Anyone want to run a quick blessed crucible with me?
Isn't that Destiny?
Not fucking
Destiny. God. The game still exists.
There is nothing blessed about the Crucible in Destiny.
Man. The game was really pretty when it first came out. It's the only reason I bought it, to play in a TV. When it had, like, no story at all. It's the fucking funniest things where you got to the last thing they made. So it's like, I know who it is, but I can't tell you who the people are that we're fighting against. I'll tell you later, and you just never found out till, like, I guess Destiny 2. I don't know, I stopped playing after the first one.
No.
I still don't know who the
Well,
bad guys
okay,
are.
so kinda. They did this. They, I would say, and this is weird because I was just talking about a TV seasons with someone earlier in chat, but I would say that they basically did a lot of kind of retconning themselves, and it wasn't intended, but there was the specific thing that was being referenced in the first game that everybody kept saying darkness is coming. And but they weren't defining the darkness, and so the darkness went from being just the general name for all of the enemies that you face to some force that was affecting some of them to no, actually it's its own entity that all of the other ones are scared of, and they all have their own reasons for wanting the Traveler's power, and all of them, you know, in one way or another, they want to make sure that they can survive fighting the darkness. But then the darkness shows up, and they had to start to actually define it, and it was incredibly unsatisfying when they started to do that.
Doo-doo writing, no. Oh man, imagine. I would have been so impressed if I really stuck with it for that long, and then.
I did not.
I've
I've just been catching up after, but I quit Destiny 2. First or second big expansion, I think. I'm pretty sure I played Curse of Osiris.
When they killed Ace, I think.
Oh, that was okay. So I didn't play that one. It was right before
K9.
that.
They killed, yeah, when they killed K9. There we go. I stopped playing
Cade.
that.
It was right before that I stopped playing. It was a little while before that, but they came out with the trailer and they were going to kill him, and he was my most hated character in the game. So like, dude, I will come back and I will buy this expansion for 100 people if they actually do this, and then they kind of didn't.
Damn darkness.
Darkness had nice animations for your transformation to darkness, but I just found it stupid. I was like, the story is just bad now.
I did think it was interesting. Someone had they looked at the trailer, or I think like the initial trailer for Destiny 2, I think. Or no, even original Destiny. And it was kind of interesting because if you looked at it right, like when they finally revealed what they wanted to call the darkness in their ships, they were actually a unique shape of ships that we hadn't seen before. And you go back to an early trailer, and that was actually the silhouette. That was the shadow that you couldn't tell what it was. And so it was like they kind of had an idea that they wanted to do that with it a long time ago, but that wasn't the darkness, that was just the shipping.
Damn.
But it was still kind of neat. Like, that part of it was neat, that they had actually had that from that long ago.
Oh, well, you could buy a donkey for like $1,200 thing, cartel coins, and increase your inventory by 5.
Fuck that shit. No, I'll take gold.
And then you get a pack rat. I think I'm gonna buy all these things. I mean, that's just.
Hey, Move, remember when I said it's a pay to win?
ESO.
Captain,
Where's the fucking cool thing I'm flying? Oh, this doo-doo shit? What is this? I don't want that. I want the fucking cool thing. What the hell is that?
Time.
We could use a camel.
I'm from all over. Dad was military. I moved around. I was in my birth city for 2 weeks.
Man, Xandar's taking long as hell to get his shit together.
A little unusual, but I am getting tired right now, and for the next couple of days, I probably shouldn't be getting up too late. So, Triple, thank you for joining. Thank you for hanging around, asking all the questions. Let's keep chatting it up. But yeah, I will be back on tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure when, but it'll start tomorrow night. At the latest, it'll start in the evening with a group doing hard mode gods, and I think we'll be doing the hut, and then go from there. And then I'll stay on after and keep playing. But yeah, thank you guys a bunch. See you all tomorrow.